Hi, I'm Xander Mora. I'm from Garden Grove, California, and I'm a student here at the EATM program. And welcome to another Student Spotlight. So I'm from Garden Grove, California, Anaheim, where Disneyland is. And I've learned about this program in a variety of ways. One of the biggest ways actually was through their YouTube channel, where they had some content in there. It was some stuff with the students, and just showed a lot of the training they do here and a lot of the husbandry behaviors that they do. Another big factor was my mom, so thank you, Mom, for helping me look into this. But I couldn't believe there was a zoo on college grounds. I just thought that was insane. The big thing that made me want to join the program was my fascination with animals. And in fact, before I was curious about animals, I actually wanted to be a paleontologist. In the program, I am a reptile manager here. And what that does, my job is I take care of our reptile collection. And that includes many animals such as tegu, snakes, other different kinds of lizards. We have a few amphibians, and also some of our more fuzzy creatures are in the reptile room as well. And so as a reptile manager, I make sure they're fed, I make sure their enclosures are clean, I give them their medicines that they need. So it's kind of an all hands around thing. Buzz is really interesting because he's a dog at a zoo. You don't normally see that. But he is a fantastic animal. I actually chose him because I wanted to learn the basics of training before I got into more exotic, larger wildlife. And so with him, it's really good to be able to start him off and to be able to learn how to train dogs as they would in the studio, which we are doing with Buzz, which is called studio training. And anytime you see a dog on the movie screen, on television, in any show, they're most likely studio trained, which means they are trained to work with actors, they're trained on cues, and they're trained to basically be an animal actor. Suri is a really interesting animal too. She is our great horned owl here at America's Teaching Zoo. She actually taught me a lot about falconry, which I didn't know about. Falconry is basically the training and husbandry of bop, or birds of prey, which owls are considered. And one of the big things that I was doing is actually called husbandry training. And so that is typically doing stuff that will benefit the animal in a medical way or be able to enrich their lives. So Clarence is our giant Galapagos tortoise here at America's Teaching Zoo. He is about 94 years old, so he's a really old animal. He actually came from the Galapagos Islands, and he's been through many zoos throughout his life. I believe he was at the Houston Zoo before he came here to America's Teaching Zoo, and he's been here for many years. He's actually one of the big reasons I wanted to work here at America's Teaching Zoo and with reptiles and to be in the EATM program. He gets a variety of greens. He gets about 2 pounds of greens every day. And one of his favorite snacks is actually prickly pear or cactus. I've been to various zoos, one of my favorites being the San Diego Zoo, and of course the Santa Ana Zoo, which isn't too far from Garden Grove where I grew up. And I've always been interested in seeing how those people work and like what they do for a living. Do they just go in and play with the animals? Do they train them? How do they feed them? And it really sparked my fascination to where I was watching TV shows, I was playing video games based on building enclosures and taking care of animals. And I'm just really interested and fascinated by these creatures because seeing them in the wild, seeing them in zoos is, you just wonder what they're thinking about and what they do all day and how they get their enrichment and how they're able to prosper and actually live in these facilities. And so being at this program and being and kind of learning about it before really gave me an insight to how we would be doing this in the future, what it would be like, and what I really want to do with my future. If you're a keeper or a trainer, you're actually with the animal every day, seeing how their progress goes, and being able to actually be hands-on and take care of them. Once again, I've been Xander Mora. You can find me on Instagram at ZookeeperXander, where I post a lot of cool videos about the zoo and the program itself. Thank you for coming with us for another EATM Student Spotlight. I'll see you again, and come grow with us.
If you're interested in becoming an animal care professional, consider applying to the Exotic Animal Training and Management Program. We accept new students every year. And who knows, it could be you in our next student video. America's Teaching Zoo. Come and grow with us.